Texas League Baseball is next. And a good Friday night, everybody. We'd like to welcome you into Texas League Baseball. And now here's the voice of everybody's favorite, even from the city of San Antonio, John Baker. Well, thank you, Bob. You are also a voice of the San Antonio Missions as well. But we're here tonight for this third and final game of this Game 3 postseason baseball. And so far, it will be it after this one. Winner take all in this final game tonight as we get things going here in the Texas League. And so far, Springfield and Arkansas about ready to go. Frisco and Midland getting ready to go as well. Well, last night it was a win for the RoughRiders as they win by a final score 5-4 against Midland. And so far tonight, with the winner take all, this could be it for one of these ball clubs tonight. And so far, we just want to know that we've had a terrific season thus far for the minors and everybody that is leaving, all the double A's to go up to triple A ball and major leagues as well. But so far, we had two prospects from San Antonio. That was Nathan Mortarella and Jacob Marcy, who were literally called up from San Antonio to join the Miami Marlins major league affiliation. And so they left that night in Arkansas and they got to keep their San Antonio Mission jerseys, the road grade travel ones. And so far after that, we have not seen them. I mean, they've rode to us in the booth. They're saying Nathan and Jacob are doing really well. They've been in for almost the whole entire season, and they're still going strong, and the blessings keep going through. So that's pretty good for these boys, right, Bob? I got to say, John, absolutely right. And tell you one thing, we miss them boys. We hope that their journey takes them to a whole new level and stuff. That's right. Well, anyway, we're about ready to get things started for this final game of our three-game matchup. Winner take all here this evening in Statesman's Park. And then we are going to decide our final two. Now, if Arkansas beats Springfield, and then that would be pretty cool. Or if Springfield beats Arkansas, we'll have to see and wait. Midland and Frisco about ready to go here in this one. And so far, this one is brought to you in part by Dr. Pepper, our proud sponsor here in Frisco. And so far, it's going to be pretty good. Well, we're just moments away from first pitch. We're back as we take you down into the ball game, and we're about ready to get things going here this evening. So stay tuned. We got more on the way on this Friday night in Texas League Baseball. Well, on the hill for game 3, Tim Brandon. What do we know, Bob? Well, I got to say, that 93-mile-an-hour four-seam slider, changeup, two-seam fastball, boy, that is the big pitches that he's going to choose from in this one. Shortstop Drew Swift is up for Midland as we're about ready to go here this evening. Boy, just pretty good as we got the logos on the scoreboard, and that's down and in. 1 ball, no strikes as we're underway here tonight. 7:05, our first pitch. Here's a 1-0. No. Down and out, and the count now 2-0. Well, I sure hope Brandon is not going to have a rough evening tonight. Already 2 balls. No, outside. And now he's fallen behind 3-0 as Clark Elliott is on deck for Midland. That's the one thing that you don't want to ever get yourself into while in the minors or AAA or even major leagues. You're down in the count 3-0, and so far, ball 4 could be initiated if you miss one more time. Well, that's for sure, John, I tell you. There's been a lot of ball 4s lately, you know. And right there, full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and he wins the battle on the mound, and that's out number 1. The right fielder is Clark Elliott. So he comes in and takes the ball down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Elliott averaging at a 327 over an opposition of 400. Boy, pretty good for Midland. Ball 2. That's ball 2. The count now 2-0. Well, I'll tell you one thing about this prospect. He's had 10 home runs this year. 10 home runs on 18 RBIs. Pretty respectable for this guy. There sure is, John, I tell you. There's a lot of other prospects out there that are pretty much higher than that. They have like 20 home runs and 30 RBIs. Yeah, for sure. Here's a 2-2. That one to straightaway left. The left fielder is running after it, and he'll make the grab. And that is out number 2. Batting third, the third baseman, Jack. Well, Jack Winkler coming in, and boy, he was a brighter success this year. Midland went up against Amarillo. They were tied at 5-5, and Winkler had a runner at second, and that base hit comes in, and he really got that winning run home there at Frisco Park. That is straightaway center. That's through for a base hit. This guy knows how to hit. I tell you one thing, Bob. I mean, this guy will really surprise you. That'll bring up Danny Batista Jr. as he comes in. And that one is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. What a great home crowd we have here tonight, right, Bob? Yeah, it sure is, John. And so far we're here in the Texas League playoff rounds, just watching these 2 teams go head-to-head. And, boy, that one misses high and outside. 2-0 the count now to Batista Jr. Yeah, that one right there and in. 2-1. Winkler there at first as he had that solo up the center to the base hit. Here's a 2-1. That one right there, line drive into the left field area. And boy, I tell you, something's cooking, and it sure smells good. Now you got runners at second and third. 1 more base hit, gets 2 more runs out there. That was just a beautiful line drive up to the left field area. Yeah, it sure was, John, and I'll tell you, he got it right where he wanted it. He blistered that one, and boy, now it's time for Junior Perez to come out there and shine as well. Now, that's for sure. He's the fifth batter for Midland.
No, that's a ball.
That one is outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. We got a lot of kids coming out. They're enjoying the ball game as well on this Friday night. Just a beautiful night, right, Bob? Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely right. Kids could come out and enjoy a ball game. And the pitch. That is outside 2-1. Yeah, Bob, I gotta say, we've had a pretty good fun year this year, right? You know, we sure did. And that's ball 3 in the count now 3-1. TJ Schofield Sam coming on deck now for Midland. Boy, one more and it'd be ball 4, and there it is. That is ball 4. And he loses him on that 3-pitch mix. Here is TJ Schofield Sam. That's a swing and a miss right there, and that's 0-1 to him as he comes up empty. Midland threatening here in this one. Well, I'll tell you one thing. They come in strong if they could get in through here. That one right there will even up 1-1. Here's the pitch. Outside 2-1. Boy, I don't think that Brandon is having a good night on the mound. Boy, you don't have anywhere to put anybody, and your heart just feels like it's going to pound out of your chest. And right there, ball 3. Uh-oh, now he's in trouble now. Now Brian Bovias, the left fielder, is up on deck circle. And right there, that's a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one up in the left field area. Left fielder tries to go after it, and it will go drop foul. One more time, the 3-2. Outside ball 4. Good hold up as he wins it there. And that's a run in to score as bases still remain loaded. It's now a 1-0 lead for Midland. Boy, and you got to say to yourself, how the heck am I supposed to get this guy out? Well, Bob, it's commanding the strike zone. You got to get strikes more than anything in this ball game. Yeah, it sure does. You know, if you're a starting pitcher on the mound, you got to focus, pass the baton mentality, and focus more on that strike zone. It's one thing that'll make you successful in the better end. Yeah, that's for sure. Good advice right there, John. That's a pitcher's best friend when you get strikes in there. And that one is out right there. And that is out number 3 as they try to score in another run. And that will do it. Well, a run on the walk on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bags loaded. On now to the bottom of the first. Midland leads it by 1-0. About ready for the bottom of the first inning for Frisco, right here on the RoughRiders Baseball Network. Well, on the mound now is Gerson Moreno. The right-hander is coming in. And what do we know, Bob? Well, he's got 3 pitches to choose from. A 4-seamer, a slider, and a 2-seamer as well. But that 99-mile-an-hour fastball is really good when you think about how far he can throw that thing. And his biggest command is getting there in the strike zone and getting out of this half inning. Shortstop Jack Spiggers coming in now for the RoughRiders. Moreno now starting on the mound for Midland. The pitch. That one fouled, and that's a count now 0-1 as it goes down to the right-hand side. Well, we got a good crowd tonight here, Bob, and they are here for this game. They're here to see a RoughRiders win and to avoid going home here in this final day of the season.
No.
That one down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Matthew Davis behind the home plate area, calling balls and strikes. You got to give a big shout out to this guy in the Texas League. There's a 1-1. That one up to straightaway left. Bovias has it in his sights. Out number 1.
Batting second, the left fielder, Alejandro Osuna.
Boy, Alejandro Osuna coming in now as he's set to go. Osuna waits in. Moreno looks in. Here's the windup. Right there and in. That's a strike inside. It's 0-1. The ball's in. 1 strike to Osuna. That one fouled off, and now he's in the count now 0-2. Ooh, ouch. Well, you don't want to be down in the count of 0-2 because you know what he'll throw at you. Yeah, a strikeout pitch. Here's the 0-2. Right there, strikeout. And Osuna down, and Moreno gets the strikeout for Midland. First baseman Blaine Krim coming up now. Swings and misses after that fastball, and it's the count now 0-1. Boy, if Midland sure can get this one and the ball rolling, then they'd have a pretty good chance of seeing more and a lot more runs here tonight. That's right there in the end, and the count now 0-2. Boy, and he threw just 100-mile-an-hour fastball on that last pitch there, John. I mean, he's coming in full swing and full focus on the strike zone. Now, that is indeed for sure.
No, that's a ball.
That one right there, 1 ball and 2 strikes to him. One and 2 delivery. And that one is a slow roller up to the shortstop Swift. He'll get it to Batista Jr., and that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for Frisco. 1 inning tonight in the books in the Texas League Playoffs, Game 3. Midland leads it 1-0. We're back here as left fielder Brian Bovias will lead off the top of the second for Midland. And we'll be right back here in this game as we get set for the top of the second inning for the Rockhounds. About ready to go for the top of the second for Midland right now on the RoughRiders Baseball Network. Well, here is Brian Bovias as we're about ready to go for the start of inning number 2. The pitch, that is high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Ouch. Boy, for the first inning, he has been really jumping around and trying to see if he could get strikes in that inside strike zone. so far already 35 pitches to him.
2-1.
Outside 2-1. You know, Brandon is not focusing on all cylinders for some reason. Don't know why, but I guess there's sometimes that when a prospect starts on the mound, now he knows no bounds. That one up to straightaway center, and that's going to be caught in center for the out.
Batting it. The second baseman, Sahid Valenzuela.
Sahid Valenzuela coming in now. Guy all the way from Saudi Arabia, out of the States. And that's in for a strike on a change. It's 0-1. And right there and in, and the count now 0-2. That's high pop-up. And he can't get it as that will bounce off the tarp. 0-2. That one up to straightaway left. And the left fielder will make the grab, and that's out number 2.
Number 33.
Shane McGuire coming in now. Could be a 1-2-3 inning here tonight. Now that was a threatening inning. Top of the first for Midland.
Ball 1, up.
They had bags loaded up, and well, the first run was in on the walk.
High.
Now that'll even up the count now, 1-1 to Shane McGuire. Here's the 1-1. That one up to right center. The right fielder gets it, and there it is. Out number 3 to retire this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one on for Midland. We're 2.5. Coming up, the Rockhounds lead it 1-0. Well, Jace Easley will report for duty. Bottom of the second inning for the Riders coming up after our break. Bottom half of the second inning set to go right here in the Riders Baseball Network. Well, Jace Easley about ready to go here as we lead off the bottom of the second inning for the Riders. The pitch to him, swing and a miss at the initial offering, and it's 0-1 to him. Boy, a 1-0 lead for Midland. Pretty good. The 0-1, down and in, and that'll even up 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. That's in for a strike. It's 1-2. So I will say, winner take all in this series. Pretty good. 1-2. That one is up to left, and that's down for a base knock. And that will reward him with a no-out double for Easley. Boy, this guy can really hit, I tell you. He's become a pretty good fastball hitter, and evidently through this year on the Riders, he's really getting something going here today. And he sure is. That'll bring up Aaron Zavala. Zavala coming in and ready to go.
No.
Takes that down and in. It's 1 ball and no strikes to him. Easily there at second base. Looking in the windup. That one's right there and in, 1-1. Boy, Arkansas has a good lead on Springfield tonight. They are 3-0 there at good old beautiful Blue River Stadium in Springfield, Missouri. That one out there to count now 2-1. One of these two teams who go up there, if they win, if Springfield beats Arkansas, but we'll have to wait and find out. Yeah, for sure. 3-1 the count now. On deck is Caber Rodriguez. Here's the pitch to him. That one driven nicely up to right field. Elliott gets on the warning track. Here comes a run going from second to third, and he's going to be 90 feet away on a flyout.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, Caber Rodriguez.
Third baseman is Caber Rodriguez. As he comes in ready to go here tonight. Here's a pitch. That's a swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-1. Great crowd we have here this evening. It is going to be packed house, it looks. And right there, strike 2, and that's count 0-2 now. Wind up in the stretch, 0-2. Down and in, 1-2. Well, gotta say, John, he's trying to get something going, and I don't know what. Yeah, you're telling me, Bob. I mean, this guy Moreno is really good for Midland. And so far pops that one up, and that is foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 1-2. And whoa, look out. That one backs him off the plate. So it's even up at 2-2 to Rodriguez. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looking in. Here's the pitch. And that's high fly and out of play. And still holding 2 balls, 2 strikes. One more. And that one right there, they got him out at the plate. What a beautiful team up to gun him down. Well, that's getting in there and getting things going. Boy, that was awfully close. It would have been a tied ball game. But evidently that will keep them off the board for just a little while longer. And that's right there. And McGuire looks at second. And no advance from first. Kellen Strom is a 1 ball, no strike count now. He's got that runner at first. And boy, you ain't happy about that one guy getting tagged out there at the plate. I don't think anybody is happy that that happened, but even the home crowd thinks it was a bunch of hogwash or tish-tosh, whatever. You're funny, John. Oh, man. Well, you know, Bob, you're an inspiration. I mean, through this whole entire year that we went through. I mean, I tell you, it's really good to have you as my partner, and I share the booth with you. It's really good stuff. Yeah, it sure is, John. Here's the 2-1. That one high fly in the air, and that is out of play, foul. So one more time, 2-2 the count now to Callenstrom, runner at first and 2 away. 1-0 Midland in the bottom of 2 for the Riders. That one outside, and that's a full count now, 3-2. Frenier Chavez on deck now for the Riders. One more time. That one to straightaway left. Bovius getting there, and he'll make the play. Up on the warning track, as that will do it. So no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left. Top of the third for Midland coming up. Rockhounds in the front, 1-0. Shortstop Drew Swift will lead it off, as it'll be Swift, Elliott, and Winkler coming in for the top of the third. After our commercial messages, this one brought to you in part by Dr. Pepper. Top of the third inning set to go for Midland. Right now on the Riders Baseball Network. Drew Swift getting ready to go, the shortstop for the Rockhounds. The pitch to him, and that one is up and in right field. That is foul, and it's 0-1. The pitch. Right there in the end for a strike, it's 0-2. Well, the sun already went down, and yes, the lights are coming on.
That's a ball.
And right there, that's a ball. The count now 1-2. Brandon having a little talk with Matthew Davis, wondering where that pitch was, and he told him it was up high. And right there, strike 3, and that is out number 1.
The right fielder, number 9. Elliott.
Clark Elliott coming in now as he's set to go here in this ball game. And right there in the end for a strike, it's 0-1. Elliott flew out last time in the first inning, 0-for-1 for him. And the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss right there. The count now 0-2. That one up to the second baseman. He'll throw to Krim, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Jack Winkler.
Jack Winkler coming in is 1-for-1 as he singled and run in the last time up. On the way. That is a high pop-up first baseman Krim getting into the foul grounds. And that's the half inning. So that's a goose egg here in this one. A big fat 0. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for Midland. 3.5 coming up. It's 1-0 Midland. So back here is Frenier Chavez, Freeman, and Biggers. We'll get things started for the half of the third when we come back. Bottom half of the third inning, set to go for the Riders here. And thank you, Bob. Rainier Chavez coming up now. 8, 9, and 1 due up. In the pitch. That is straight away out. And that's foul, and the count 0-1. 1-0 lead for the Rockhounds in this one, Bob. Yeah, they sure are. That one high in the air. Bovias gets in and makes the grab for the out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Cody Freeman.
The catcher, Cody Freeman, coming up now. And the pitch. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. 4 teams tied with 1-1 in the Texas League. Midland and Frisco tied 1. Springfield and Arkansas tied with 1. Right there and in for a count now, 1-1. Boy, last night Arkansas was all over Springfield. They had top of the 4th inning, bases loaded up. Boy, they get a few runs in to score. That was pretty amazing, right, Bob? Yeah, from good old Blue River Stadium, they are sure just running right all over the Cardinals. They were trampling over them, and, well, I tell you what, they just couldn't seem to get anything right on the Springfield pitching. High in the air up to Elliott, and that's out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of 3.
Now batting, shortstop, Jax Bigger.
Jax Bigger's the shortstop, will lead off the top of the batting order for Frisco. Here's a pitch to him, and that's going to be up to right. And the right fielder will reach up and make the grab. And that's 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for the Riders. Top of the 4th for Midland, and they lead it by 1-0. So we're set to go as Danny Batista Jr. will lead it off in the top of the 4th for the Rockhounds. Top of the 4th inning, set to go for Midland right now on the Riders Baseball Network. That'll bring up first baseman Danny Batista Jr. Ready to go, and that one is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, the sun went down, and now you got a purple to dark purple on the horizon type color. Pretty nice. That is hit the first base, and that is out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Junior Perez.
Junior Perez coming in. He walked last time up in the first inning. Well, Perez getting in there, bases loaded, and that's where that 1-0 lead came from. Yeah, it sure did. And Brandon, I hope you could put that top of the first inning behind him after almost losing it. And right there, that is a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1 to him. Boy, sometimes you wonder how he's still even out there after that. Yeah, I know, John. That was horrendous pitching, and you're missing up and down, left and right, and so far it was just unbearable to even see that what he's been doing. And Now the count now 2-2 to Perez as that's missing now far and wide. Yeah, I know, Bob, it's really bad when you think about it. And right there, strike three. So 2 batters up and down. He gets 2 punch outs.
The batter, number 6.
Pretty good. TJ Schofield Sam also inherited a walk in the first. And that right there's a swing and a miss, and it's the count now 0-1. That is fouled off and still holding on 0-2. Boy, just nice. We have a nice ball game, and that one is going to be blistered high in the air, and watch it fly. It is gone. And the Rockhounds on TJ Schofield Sam hits one to deep straightaway right. And Midland leads it 2-0. Like full frontal attack right there. My gracious. Yeah, you're not kidding there, John. He blistered that one. Just whacked the stuffing out of it. Well, 388 foot on a 106.2 mile per hour. Boy, if he would have whacked it 110 miles, he would have broke a San Antonio record. How do you figure? Well, one guy hit 109, so 110 would really beat his record. Ball. That one outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Left fielder Brian Bovias coming in, and that's going to be up to the center field area. That's a base hit. Boy, Midland coming in the attack right now. Here's Saheed Valenzuela. Keep things going here in this top of the 4th. And that's right there in the end for a strike. It's 0-1. Fly out in the second is 0-1 by Valenzuela. And the pitch. That one is upstairs, and the count now is 0-2. Oh, 2. Down and outside, 1-2. Here's pitch. Down and in, 2-2. Ouch. Again, he's just going left and right. He's everywhere tonight, John. Yeah, he sure is. 2-2. Here's a windup. And that's a strikeout. And throw down the first to complete that out, and that will do it. But TJ Schofield Sam gets a run on a hit, no errors, and no one on for Midland. Bottom of 4, Midland leads it 2-0. Back here for the bottom of 4 when we return. So Alejandro Osuna, Krim, and Easley will follow in. And we'll be right back here in Game 3 of the Texas League playoff rounds. Bottom of 4 right now in the Riders Baseball Network. Here's the next at bat is Alejandro Osuna. Osuna coming in ready to go. Moreno from the stretch is inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. Boy, John, I gotta say, his pitches have been really exceptional. Now at 40, but still got to keep his ball game and team in it. Lead 2-0 Midland. That one popped foul, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2. That one is foul. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is a strikeout for Moreno. Blaine Krim is 0 for 1, a ground out in the first. Look pretty good right there. That one is a high pop-up and foul. 0-1 the count now. The 0-1. That one fouled off again, and it's 0-2. 33 strikes. Boy, that is a high strike level. 33 over 14. And that's a strikeout as he goes down. And there's 2 away.
Center fielder, Jake Easley.
Center fielder Jace Easley coming in now. Boy, Moreno is very good and exceptional for the Rockhounds here this evening. That's a strike inside. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 double in the second by Easley. Yo, 1. That one is outside, and the count now 1-1. Well, this looks like it'll be Moreno's last inning of work. So pretty good, as we'll have a new arm to go in the bottom of 5 for Midland. That one to straight to Batista Jr. That's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for the Riders. Top of the 5th inning coming up, and it's 2-0 Midland. So back here for Shane McGuire. Swift and Elliott will follow in behind as we get ready for the top of the 5th for Midland. Top of the 5th inning for Midland right here on the Riders Baseball Network. Shane McGuire coming in as we're set to go. Top of the 5th for Midland. The pitch is outside and close to him, and boy, that nearly hit him. Avery Weems and Nick Ruth, a lefty and a righty, warming up in the Riders bullpen. I went in for a strike, and it'll even up at 1-1. Nighttime here on a Friday night. Beautiful. Just absolutely love how a weekend comes in, a work week finished. And right there's a swing and a miss, and that is out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Drew Swift.
Drew Swift coming in now. Back to the top of the lineup for Midland. It's right there in the end for a strike. It's 0-1. That one to straightaway second. Give it up to first to Krim, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 9, Clark Elliott.
Clark Elliott coming in 0 for 2. A fly out and a ground out. That one to straightaway left center, and that's a base hit. So 2-out single keeps a half going.
The third baseman, Jack Winkler.
Jack Winkler coming in now as he's set to go. And a pitch. That is a changeup fouled off, and it goes behind the backstop, and it's 0-1. Winkler 1 for 2, single and a run. He's got an opposition of a .439 for Midland. That's pretty good. Yeah, it sure is, John, and really, he could get something going. He could whack in another 2, just like he did that one game against Amarillo. Yeah, you know, Bob, that would be really good, but that was a walk-off right there. He had a runner in scoring position. He got one far up to the left field area. Or was it in right field? But I do believe it was in right. They're trying to get him. He scored in. And winning against that ball game was final score 6-5 against... Or, nope, it was 5-4. I do apologize. 5-4 against the Sod Poodles. And that is up to the right field area. That's a base hit. Boy, Jack getting one.
The first baseman, Bautista Jr.
Well, that's going to do for the first starter of the Riders. And they're going to switch to a lefty coming in, Avery Weems. 4-seam curveball changeup, a 2-seam fastball as well, but more importantly, that 94 is the fast one of choice. 2-1, 2-out, top of the 5th. Avery Weems now coming in for the Frisco RoughRiders. First baseman is Danny Bautista Jr., 1 for 2. He had a double last time up. Got a man in scoring position. That one up to right, and that will go out of play, foul. So hanging on 0-2 the count now to Junior. Going down and in, and that is in the dirt, so it's 1-2. Both runners showed up. That one hit the third. Flip across, and that's the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left for Midland. 5.5 tonight. Rockhounds lead it by 2. We're back here for the bottom of 5 as Aaron Zavala coming in, and he'll be ready to go here in the 5th inning. Bottom of the fifth inning set to go for the Riders Baseball Network. Well, Aaron Zavala coming in as he's set to go. And time is being called as here comes the manager. And that's going to do for Gerson Moreno.
Now pitching for Midland.
That'll bring in Colin Palouse. 93 on a four-seam slider, changeup, two-seam fastball. See, the Gerson Moreno got 4 innings. Now it's time to shine for the bullpen. Here's the pitch by Palouse. Down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. Palouse comes in. Takes a strike inside. It's 1-1. Really think that manager is just keeping all eyes and ears on the hitters and starting pitcher for the Riders. And that one is too high. The count now 2-1. So we'll say that one guy gets 1/2 of a term. And that one's going to be to straightaway left. And both outfielders give a chase. And that's going to be a no-out triple for Zavala. Well, they're coming in from behind and trying to get something going. Will Midland continue holding them down? I sure hope so. Yeah, that would be really good there, John. I mean, if they could hold them down like they did in the bottom of the first inning, that would be huge. Yeah, it sure would. Here's Caper Rodriguez. Fouls that one off, and it's 0-1. Ground out in the second inning, I should say, is 0-1. The 0-1. That one is inside for a strike. It's 0-2. Boy, a 2-0 shutout for Midland. Still holding them down by a lot. 0-2. And outside, 1-2. One and two. Swing and a miss. Get him on a changeup, and that's out number 1.
The batter, the designated hitter,
Kellen Strom coming in now. Runner at third, 1 away here in the bottom of 5. And did he go? No, peeled down. Matthew Davis says he went. It's a strike 0-1. Is the 0-1? And right there, strike 2. Ouch. No balls, 2-strike count. Boy, he sure has the lead now. Strom now into a bigger hole he can't even climb out of in this one. 0-2. And that one right there. Well, a run in to score for Frisco as they'll now be a run behind Midland.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Well, 2-1 the score here in this one. Ranier Chavez coming in. Here's pitch, and that is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0. That one up to right, and that'll go foul. Boy, Arkansas is going at Springfield a lot tonight. And right there in the end, strike. It's 1-2 the count. They're in the top half of the 7th inning there in the North Division. And that is right there up to straightaway center. And that is a 2-out single continuing onward.
The catcher, number 34, Cody Freeman.
Catcher number 34 is Cody Freeman. Freeman coming in, and a pitch to him. That one is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. 0 for 1, fly out in the third for Freeman. Boy, just a 3-0 ball game in this one. Or actually, nope. It was a 3-0, but evidently now into the 7th inning, the Travelers have it. 6-5 the score against the Cardinals. That one driven nicely deep to center, and they'll run it down, and that will avoid any more trouble. Well, run in to score on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the 6th, Midland leads it 2-1. As we get ready for Junior Perez, Schofield Sam, and Bovias to come in for the Rockhounds in the top of the 6th inning. Well, we're top of the 6th inning for Midland right now in the RoughRiders Baseball Network. Here's Junior Perez as we're set to go top of the 6th inning, middle half of the order. That's a swing and a miss right there, and the count now 0-1. Mark Church, Daniel Robert, 2 right-handers warming up in the RoughRiders bullpen. That's another strike. It's 0-2. By golly, when you swing and miss that way, you're just putting yourself down in the hole even further down. 1-2. And that one high fly in the air and up to the right field area, and that's out of play. So 1-2 the count now. How about a manhole, John? A what? A manhole. What is that? Duh, you don't know what a manhole is? Well, I have heard of a manhole, but I think it's... trying to think here for a second. So you ask me what a manhole is. Okay, I'll figure that one out. It's a in-ground sewage system, right? There you go. There's your answer. Well, I knew what a manhole was. I mean, you just had to go in more great detail about it. Here's the 2-2. That one up the left, and he'll catch it in midair. Throw to first, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 6.
I was thinking you were asking me a rhetorical question. Here's TJ Schofield Sam. Last time up, he blistered one. That was a solo shot into the 4th inning. 1 for 1. As he got in there and got something going. Boy, that one fouled off, and it's 0-1 now. 2-1 lead for Midland. And that's a swing and a miss low in the dirt. That could have been ball 1. Instead, he went after it. Boy, it's now bottom half of the 8th inning there in Springfield. Arkansas has the upper hand. It's 6-5. Here's the pitch to him. And there's a strikeout. So number 93, Weems, getting out number 2. Here is Brian Bovius. The pitch is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. That one's high pop up to right. And that will pretty much do it. So we now head to the bottom half of inning number 6. Midland leads it 2-1. Back here for more is Jack Spiggers, Osuna, and Krim will be the bottom of the 6 in the lineup. Well, we're bottom half of the 6th inning here tonight. Here comes the Riders in this one. Leading off, Jack Spiggers as he comes in as 0 for 2. The pitch is outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Good way to lead it off there, Bob. Doing excellent. Yeah, you too, partner. Here's a 1-0. That's a swing and a miss, and it'll even up 1-1. Well, this game is almost over, but we still got a long way to go. And that one is stopped right there. Winkler throws, and not in time as the runner is safely there at first. So that's a fielder's choice base hit. And that'll bring in Alejandro Osuna in the pitch. That's right there in the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. Sorry, Bob. You wanted to go for some? Go ahead. Okay. Well, thank you, John. John's going to turn it over to me and stuff. So Alejandro Osuna coming in as he's 0 for 1. I'm sure I say 0 for 2, but that's a pitch count right there.
Ball outside.
That one is outside, 1-1. So big step up right now as Osuna at the plate. Swings and misses, and that's a count now, 1-2. One and two, here's your delivery. That one high in the air. Bovius running after it, but allows it to drop because that was too far out and he couldn't make the play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. That one up the left. And he will make the running grab. Boy, almost. That one nearly dropped. And that was close play there at the left field area.
The first baseman,
Boy, Blaine Krim 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out. And time is going to be called as here comes the Midland pitching coach. And that's going to bring in Chase Cohen.
Now pitching for Midland.
97 on the 4-seam fastball, curveball, changeup, 2-seam fastball. Second time reliever into the ball game here tonight for Midland. That is Chase Cohen. Well, Blaine Krim coming in now as runner at first and one away. End of pitch. That's right there and in for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, one strike now. The pitch. That one fouled off. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. Down and in. It's 1-2. Well, going pretty good for him, right, Bob? I gotta say, John, he sure is. And that one foul. They're still hanging on at 1-2. Tying run at first, the go ahead at the plate. That is Blaine Krim.
Ball 2.
And that is ball 2.
2-2.
Count now 2-2 now. Swing and a miss and get them down on strikes.
The center fielder, number 1, Jace Easley.
Jace Easley coming in now as now 2 away and 1 on there at the first base area.
Hee-haw!
That one is right there and in for a strike. It's 0-1. One. Right there and in for a strike. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. A pitch. And that one fouled. And it's holding on 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Easley. One more. 0-2. And that one high in the air. Boveus up to straightaway left will get under it, make the grab. Well, that will be the final out of this half inning. As we head to the 7th, Midland leads it 2-1. Valenzuela, McGuire, and Swift will lead off the 7th for Midland. When we come back, it's a 2-1 lead for the Rockhounds. Seventh inning coming up here from Midland, right here in the RoughRiders Baseball Network. Salheed Valenzuela coming in. Thank you, Bob. 7th inning set to go. Weems pitches in. Curveball is in for a strike. It's 0-1. And the pitch. That one is high pop up straightaway center. Center fielder will reach up, make the grab, and that's the out. Shane McGuire coming in, 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. Midland leads it by a run, 2-1, top of 7. McGuire at the plate.
Ball, no.
Takes outside, 1 ball, no strikes to him. That one again high in the air, straightaway center on the warning track. Will make the play. And there's 2 up, 2 down. Drew Swift is 0 for 3, ground out in the 5th. And he goes. Down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery.
Ball, inside.
And that is outside, 2-1. 2-0, I do apologize. 2 balls and no strikes. Boy, that would have a home run written all over it. And it's 2-1. Well, that was a beautiful full moon, wasn't it, Bob? Yeah, it sure was. Last night, now tonight. Somebody was saying that last week on Sunday, and it was pretty much a full moon to everybody, especially. That night we were looking at it in San Antonio. I bet that was pretty neat.
Take your base.
And right there, Drew Swift will get in on a walk. That'll bring in Clark Elliott, who singled last in the 5th inning. 2 out base runner. And that is right there, and it'll be the count now, 0-1. Pitch, swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2. And that one is up there. They'll get the force out, and that retires the inning. So 1 more 7th inning stretch in this one. So it's 2-1 Midland as we go to the bottom of 7. Get up a stretch in this half inning. Aaron Zavala and Rodriguez and Strom will lead it off when we return from the 7th inning stretch here tonight. And it's 2-1. Well, we now head to the bottom of the 7th inning for the Riders here. And about ready to go. Well, Aaron Zavala coming in. And, yep, it looks like the bottom of the 9th there is Springfield. 6-5 in the lead. Arkansas leads the 1 run against the Cardinals. It's a close game here in Frisco, 2-1. Midland in front of that lead by the 1 run. Aaron Zavala coming in is set to go here in this one, and that is fouled off, 1-1. So 2 out, bottom of 9 for the Springfield Cardinals, down to their final out. And they lead it by, well, should I say Arkansas leads it by the score of 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
6-5. Boy, that was a time when they took on Corpus Christi. Tell you one thing, the Hooks, during their last regular season game, Corpus Christi lost by a final against Arkansas 6-5. 2-2. That's drop foul and still hanging on. So pretty much it's been really good and exciting this year. That one up there, and that's going to be a base hit in front of the second baseman and the center fielder.
Now batting, third baseman, Rodriguez.
Caber Rodriguez coming in now as he'll get in. Means a double play for Midland will 2 free tacos.
No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, we're not back in San Antonio. You know that, John. Yeah, I know. You know, Taco Bell is our proud sponsor. So is West Creek Trail Ride, Spring Creek Stables. Just really good right there. And when the count now 0-2. Boy, still trying to hold the Riders down to a 1 run. Midland's trying hard to stay in front. They're doing really good. That one is fouled off, and that's behind the backstop. It's still holding 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll get him down.
The designated hitter, number 4,
Kellen Strom coming in now as he bats in the right-hand batter box. That one is taken outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first, 1 away. And a 2-1 against the Riders. Midland has that 1 run ahead advantage.
Ball, down low.
Down and in, 2 balls and no strikes. Boy, still going good. And that's going to be a liner. And that's probably going to tie her up tonight. Yeah, sure is, John. And there he comes. And now it's a 2-2 ball game, as that will be an RBI double. But pretty good right there, right, John? Yeah, it sure is. Here's Frenier Chavez. Chavez coming in, takes a strike, gets 0-1. 2-2 tie here in the bottom of 7. 1 for 2 single in the 5th is Chavez. He's 3 for 15 of the year for the Riders.
Yep.
Boy, pretty good right there for Chavez, being that 3 for 15. Really good. Yeah, he's doing really markable. I like that. And that one's going to be right there. Winkler throws to Batista Jr., getting him out. And that's out number 2.
number 34, Cody Freeman.
Cody Freeman coming in now. Runner at second. That is Kellen Strom.
0-1.
Well, the count now 0-1 to him. Boy, we got a final there in Springfield. Arkansas wins it 6-5. They will advance to the championship. The 0-1. And that's going to be right there, line drive. And that's a base hit. Here comes a run in to score. They take the lead. And Frisco has a 3-2 advantage against Midland. RBI double by Cody Freeman. Well, pretty much the pitcher on the mound for Midland feel like he's getting a little bit tired, but there will be a third reliever, and that's David Leal. Leal now coming in, and boy, one pitcher had a 4-inning work. Yeah, pretty good for him. Yeah, it sure was, John. That one is in for a strike. Gets 0-1. Runner at second. Jax Biggers, 1-for-3 single in the sixth. This guy, Biggers, he's 10-for-17 of the year. Wow. He's had 10. That's pretty impressive. It's better than a 3-for-17 or 3-for-16. That was good. That's not even good enough right there. No, it's not, Bob. But these guys got a lot of work in the AA level, and hopefully getting up to AAA pretty soon. A lot of guys in San Antonio and here in the Texas League, and like Frisco and San Antonio together, they're really good. That one right there, and that is foul. 1-2 the count now. We got top of the 8th inning coming in as Rockhounds are trailing a 3-2 lead. That one is deep to right. And it's going to carry, and it's over the wall. And that's a ground rule double, so a run in to score on the double. Boy, and they're really coming after these boys. Unclutched lightning. Yeah, it sure is. Leo comes back and takes that one down and in. 1 ball and no strikes to the next batter up, Alejandro Osuna. 0-for-3, line out in the 6th inning. Well, hopefully Leo for Midland will get some confidence on that boost. Yeah, he sure would. I mean, hopefully he does. 1-1 the count now. Here's a 1-1. High in the air. And that one's going to drop. So 1-2. One and two. Out. Ooh, yikes. That is far and wide. So that'll be the count now, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes the count. The pitch.
Ball 3.
Down and out. Ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Osuna is high pop up foul. Here's another 3-2. Swing and a miss. Get him down, and that ends the inning. So a couple of runs in to score for Frisco. And boy, they have a 3-run on 4 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. So we're about ready to go here in the top of the 8th inning. Frisco leads it 4-2. Top of the eighth inning for Midland, right now on the Riders Baseball Network. Chase Lee coming out as he'll be a new warm-up on the mound. A four-seam fastball slider, two-seamer as well coming in for Frisco. Jack Winkler, 2 for 3, 2 singles, a run. About ready to go here in this eighth inning. 3-run seventh for the Riders. And that one is drilled high in the air, deep to left. It is gone. Oh, yeah, there's one for Winkler, and he blistered that one out of here. Yeah, you sure did, John. That was a high flyer right there. And now the Rockhounds trail just one. Boy, they need to get a lot more than just one. I mean, one way or another is getting up there, reclaiming the lead, and winning it for the Rockhounds in this one. There sure is there, John, and I gotta say, not an out should be wasted in these opportunities. It's the final 6 times for Midland and 6 times for Frisco here in this one. And that one is driven nicely. And that's going to get extra bases written all over it, as that will be a no-out double for the first baseman, Danny Batista Jr. Here is Junior Perez. As he takes in a strike. And it's 0-1. Perez coming in from the stretch. Right-hand batter box. Fouls that one off, and it's 0-2. And that one up the left. And it's carrying, and right there is he'll hit the wall. Here's the tying run up to third, and that will be a fly out and a runner in scoring position. TJ Schofield Sam is 1 for 2 solo shot in the 4th inning for Midland. And the pitch. That one right there, and boy, that's going to be a little side hustle right there. And that is out number 2.
The batter, the left fielder, Brian Buelva.
Brian Bovias is 1 for 3, single in the 4th. 4-3, Riders lead this ball game. That one to straightaway left. And it is caught for the out. So 1 run on a Jack Winkler solo shot. And the Riders lead it 4-3. So back here as we head to the bottom of 8, as Blaine Krim is coming up next for the RoughRiders. We're heading into the bottom of the 8th inning now for the Riders Baseball Network. Lane Krim coming in. Is he set to go? The pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Boy, Midland still trailing a run, but Riders have the upper hand in this one.
Ball.
That one is down and outside, 1-1. 8,025 tonight. That is good for a lot of us. That is right there in the count now, 1-2. One and two. Swing and a miss, and he'll go down. So that's out number 1 here this evening. And Jace Easley is 1 for 3, double in the second. Coming up to the plate now, batting in the right-hand batter box. And that's going to be up to the center field area. That's a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Zavala.
Aaron Zavala coming in now. And that's a pitch right there, foul. It's 0-1. 2 for 3, triple single, 2 runs. The 0-1. That one deep to right. Elliott under it. Makes the grab, and that's out number 2.
Third baseman, number 3, Caber Rodriguez.
Caber Rodriguez is 0 for 3, strikeout in the 7th. That one right there hit to Batista Jr., and he'll step on to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're up to the 9th inning. Valenzuela, McGuire, and Swift will lead it off in the top of the 9th. So we're back here with a new arm as we get ready to go. About ready for the top of the 9th inning for Midland, right here on the Riders Baseball Network. Tyler Zombro is coming in, and he's got a big scouting report. 4-seam slider, changeup, curveball, 2-seam fastball. Boy, he's just doing anything to protect this 4-3 lead against the Rockhounds. Zahid Valenzuela coming in now. Boy, pops that one foul, 0-1 the count. Midland trying to save themselves. They're down to their final 3 outs, but tying run up at the plate is Valenzuela. That one right there fouls it off. And still hanging on. The pitch. That one to straightaway right. The right fielder runs it down, and that is out number 1. Boy, that really hurts. You know, you try to get something going, but you can't. Shane McGuire coming in. And there you go. There's a base hit to center. that's going to put a 1-out base runner on.
Now batting, shortstop, Drew Swift.
Drew Swift coming in now as he's the next batter up, ready to go. Swift coming in. And that is right to left, and that's a base hit. Boy, 2 on, 1 away, and
Now batting, right fielder, Clark Elliott.
boy, the Rockhounds need to be careful in this one, Bob. A ground ball gets them 2 outs, and that one up to, oh boy, yeah, here he comes. And he's safe, beats it, apply the tag, and boy, we're tied ball game here.
Jack Winkler.
Boy, Jack Winkler coming in now. And the Riders are calling up Mark Church. Four-seam fastball slider, two-seamer on that one. Four-four tie in the top of the 9th inning for Midland. And that one is going to be extra bases written all over it. Midland taking the lead now. And that's a 2-run triple.
Now batting, the first baseman, Danny Bautista Jr.
Boy, Danny Batista Jr. coming in now. Up to the center field area. And here comes the runner. And the score is number 12. And they'll make it a 7-4 ball game. Junior Perez is 0 for 3, fly out in the first inning. 3-run lead for Midland as they take it back. 4 runs here. And how good your offense is. You're pretty good on that. That's right. Well, Midland sure has a upper advantage. And boy, that is driven up nicely. Deep to left. Way back. Watch it go. Gone. Junior Perez gets one on 100-mile-an-hour, 398 foot. And Midland extends the lead by 8-4. Boy, the rough down by 4. TJ Schofield Sam coming in now. That one up to the second base area, and that will do it. 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of 9 we go. It's 8-4 Midland. So back here, final 3 chances tonight as Kellen Strom will lead it off for Frisco when we come back. Bottom half of the ninth inning set to go for the RoughRiders Baseball Network. Well, Kellen Strom is up now. Boy, 3 final chances. The pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Well, with Arkansas beating Springfield by a final 6-5, they are the Texas League Championship Series rounders. That one up to the left field area, and that is foul. So the count now 0-2. No balls, the 2 strikes to Strom. And the pitch. That is popped foul and still hanging on. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch.
Ball.
That one down and in. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That one high fly in the air and foul. One and two. That one slow roller to Swift and short. Batista Jr. gets the out, and there's one away.
The batter, the second baseman, Chavez.
Franier Chavez coming in now, 1 for 3. Singled in the 5th inning. The pitch, down and in, and that's 1 ball, no strikes. One 0. Right there and in, it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count now to Chavez. Here's the pitch. That one up. Valenzuela deep dives, grabs, and he's got it for out number 2.
The catcher, number 30.
Boy, gotta look at that instant replay, and boy, he stopped it. So 1 more out to go, and this is it for the RoughRiders if they can't get nothing going. Here's Cody Freeman. Takes a strike inside. It's 0-1. Well, so far this home crowd was very great. 8,025 in attendance. That's good. Yeah, it sure is, John. Here for Statesman's Park, it's been really good. No balls and 2 strikes to count now. Freeman down to his final strike of the night. 0-2. And that's popped up and foul, so still hanging on 1 more time. Oh and 2. Strike 3, and that's the ball game. And Midland secures their spot in the final 2. They are headed off to the Texas League Championship Series with Arkansas. They'll have their 1 game at Frisco Park, then 2 at All-American. And that will pretty much do. Well, partner, I think we got another road travel. We're headed up to Frisco Park, so we are headed back home to Midland. So we get ready to take on the Arkansas Travelers. And it's best of 3 in the Championship Series rounds. Well, for Frisco, this will pretty much end their season tonight. And evidently, we thank them for a good 2024 baseball year. So, final 2 teams standing is Midland and Arkansas.
8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 runners on base. For the RoughRiders, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, got to say tonight's game time, 3 hours and 32 exactly. Well, Jack Winkler getting the player of the game, 4 for 5. David Leal getting in, and boy, pretty good for the Rockhounds as he takes a win on the hill for Midland. The loss goes to Tyler Zambraro as he will get the L for Frisco. And so far, pretty much it for the RoughRiders. Springfield and Frisco going down eliminated. So that will mean the final two. Midland heads home, take on a first game of the championship series, game 1, against the Arkansas Travelers. Well, we're headed back to Midland. I'll tell you that right now, Bob. So we're packing up and we're about ready to get back on the road to West Texas. There, John, we sure are. And I'll tell you one thing, it's going to be pretty good. And that sure is. Well, anyway, for all of us here in Frisco, we had a pretty good time as we had one game up in Midland, 2 here in the Frisco RoughRiders. And so far for Frisco and Springfield, going down eliminated. It is what it is. But anyway, better luck next year as we'll have our Texas League playoffs around this time in 2025 in the fall. Well, anyway, our final two. We got 2 winners. That is the Arkansas Travelers and the Midland Rockhounds. And these 2 teams are going to battle it out for the championship series title and to claim 2024 in the Texas League Championship Series. Now, Midland, well, we've had a pretty good history with the Rockhounds. And so far, the Rockhounds won 4-peat during 2014 and 2017. So it was a 14, 15, 16, 17, 4 years in a row being champions. And so far, they're going to try to get this one and win it. But we'll see what happens. We do have a Tuesday night against Arkansas, and then on the road as we head to Arkansas. So evidently we're going to be pretty good there. For all of us, we thank the RoughRiders for a great baseball year, and this is definitely their closeout tonight. It is the last time we'll get to see them for this year, and now they will join in everybody in the Texas League that were eliminated. So Frisco and Springfield, now the next 2 to go down eliminated. Well, we got to congratulate our final 2, the Rockhounds and Arkansas. So they are our Texas League final 2 that will advance forward to the Texas League Championship Series rounds. Well, for all of us, our final score, the Rockhounds 8 and Frisco 4. Thank y'all for a great year, and we'll see y'all again in 2025. So y'all have a good night, and let's go cheer on our final 2.